everybody, it's Bunny, and it's everybody's favorite day of the week, a good day of the week when we ask ourselves, does this thing really work? Now, I got tagged on this on TikTok a bunch of times quite a while ago. You guys, I'm gonna be honest, I bought this about a month ago, and for an entire month, I've been trying to decide, do I wanna try this product on my own human hair? Or do I want to try it on someone else's human hair? I'm thinking I'm going to test this product out on this wig just because for like the past 2 years, you guys, I feel like I keep telling this creepy grandmother story video after video, but I went through an entire period for like a year and a half. All I did was crimp my hair. I've been trying to be on a healthy hair journey ever since because needless to say, crimping my hair every single week for however many weeks is in a year, that was not a healthy hair choice. That was not a good idea. So I feel like usually these days when I'm gonna be testing out a new type of crimper or WAVER or a new hot hair tool, I usually try and do it on a wig just because if something goes terribly wrong, or sometimes honestly I get these products and I'm not that crazy about the effect that it does, so I would just rather not. I would rather not. And honestly, you guys, I feel like I should like do more with this wig. This is the wig I actually dyed with Kool-Aid. I'm pretty sure I left it in Kool-Aid Jammers for over a month. And this is the color that it turned out. And I honestly kind of like it. What is this item? And why would everyone tag me in it? Yes, it's because it's for disheveled hair. Perfectly disheveled hair. And if there's a look that I love in this world, it's disheveled. I really don't know what to expect. I mean, obviously, I feel like it's gonna give much looser looking waves versus crimps. But I'm just kind of curious, like overall, what is it gonna do when we've done an entire head of hair with this? Because, you know, I mean, look at this wig. You know what I'm saying? We could maybe theoretically call this perfectly disheveled. I mean, parts of it is wavy, parts of it is straight. You know, it looks kind of like a mess. This is perfectly disheveled. It says, oh, perfectly disheveled hair. We've all seen it on influencers and wondered how in 5 minutes only, 5 minutes only? In 5 minutes only, you will have hair so messy, so good, you will want to get up on stage and whip it around. Interesting. It also has a 60-second automatic shut off. I saw a lot about automatic shut off. I already tried to flip through the instructions. There's really not that much. They just basically say, you know, don't do it in the bathtub. Mermaid hair, undone waves, dancing on the hood of your boyfriend's Camaro. That's what it's perfect for. Let's find out. Also, I'm gonna take off my crab necklace. You know, just so we can get a little bit more comfortable. Also, I may take a lunch break. I don't know. You guys, it's like 3. Is it 4? Oh, it's only 2:40. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of the other ideal thing, in my opinion, about styling wigs is you can kind of like, you guys, to do my own hair, especially like to crimp or something where I'm doing the whole head of hair, sometimes it takes me hours, like 2 hours, 3 hours, but at least like a wig, you can kind of like start styling it and then walk away and then come back and it's not attached to your head. So, you know, oh, I didn't even show you guys. Yeah, look at this. I really wish I could like show it to you even better. So there's like these 3, I don't know, round things. And that's what is gonna give us disheveled hair, I guess. This almost reminds me of something, but I can't put my finger on what. And I hope that this wig is long enough. Oh, I just hit some kind of power button. Did I? Oh, I turned it off. If you clamp it, you kind of have to not turn the power off. You guys, what is this video? I kind of wish that I could do it in 5 minutes. Do you guys remember when I used to always test like as seen on TV hair gadgets? And they would say, in just 10 minutes, do your whole hair. And I would like set a timer for 10 minutes. And I would say, bet. Is it really just 10 minutes? So kind of like, what can we do in 5 minutes? I don't know. Also, this styling tool is so large. I keep getting scared I'm gonna like burn my fingers in it. Cause I mean, I'm not used to like my hair being so short and a styling tool being so large. Maybe that's why they say 5 minutes. is because this is like huge compared to like a normal hair straightener or whatever, you know? It kind of keeps feeling like it's getting stuck on here, which is odd because this is human hair, so it should not be like melting or burning unless there's like a leftover Kool-Aid in it. Oh my God. Okay, you guys, so far I'm liking it, but I do feel like I should maybe put this wig on a mannequin head, section it out. You guys, I feel like I look like a treasure trove. And then just going like section by section. Can y'all tell what this is doing? I don't know. I don't know why I like struggle to see things more clearly. Look at my dirty hair. Oh my God, you guys. I don't know why I struggle to like see styles happening so much more on like not my own hair color. Is anything I'm saying making sense? Let's put it on a head. All right, you guys, everybody say hello to our lovely assistant. So I have this whole bit here sectioned off. Hopefully y'all can see. I feel like I may film this next portion on the phone in time lapse. Just because I feel like, I don't know, there's maybe not a lot to see in this. I basically also want to time and see like how much of this hair am I really gonna be able to get through in 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Let's find out. Oh my God, 17 minutes. You guys, if I was not filming this video right now, I would quit. So as y'all can see, this is the first layer done, and I have some thoughts and I have some opinions. Honestly, let's just let this sit for a minute because first of all, I have to say, I do love the look of this. I'm not sure if I would call it disheveled so much as I would call it just an extremely loose kind of crimped wave. I don't know. How would you guys describe this? I mean, I don't feel like it's tight enough to be a crimp. Now, I will just say, I feel like if you live somewhere like me, like Texas, where it's very, very hot and humid, you could maybe get away with using this in like the absolute dead of winter when there's like the least amount of humidity, because I just kind of feel like, unfortunately, this is a style that maybe I could really like super hairspray it. Maybe it would survive. I don't know. That's usually why I don't even attempt styles like loose beachy waves or like super loose curls or something, because I feel like I'm just like heat damaging my hair for nothing. Like a style that looks great 5 seconds after I get it done, but just isn't very practical for like where I live. I think it's innovative. You guys know I love when products are like weird, wacky, different, out of the box. And I do love the style that it has created. Definitely I would use it on wigs, probably never on my own actual hair for reasons we just discussed. This thing though, you guys, one word to describe it: exasperating. Definitely, I feel like there are some design elements that for me make it very, very frustrating to use. That being the power buttons, the temperature buttons, but mostly the power button, because I'm constantly accidentally turning this thing off. And when I'm not accidentally turning it off, it's doing this weird thing, which it flashes up and it says lock on the screen. So first of all, let me just tell you guys about hand placement, right? Because it's so big and heavy, you kind of like naturally just rest your hands here, and the slightest little bit of pressure seems to turn this bad boy off. So I started to eventually think, well, maybe it's because my palm is here. So maybe if I flip it around, no better. I was turning it off more and faster. It just kind of like, with the weight of it and the heat of this device, like, because maybe you would say, okay, well, just hold it clamped here. You can't. You will burn your fingers. Very, very hot. So you basically have no choice but to like grip onto here, where you're gonna constantly, at least in my case, which once again, 100% user error, probably. I'm not a professional. This is just my 2 cents. I just kind of wish they would have put the power buttons like further down here, or maybe like on the top, like sometimes you see stylers do. I kind of think that they could have made this slimmer and just put the 2 bumps and not necessarily had the third smaller bump. I was trying to get larger sections of hair, but anytime I would do that, like it basically looked like it was like styling half of the hair and then the other half of the strand I was picking up. Basically, if you think you're picking up like 2-inch sections of hair at a time, I felt like I was styling 1 inch of hair and then the other inch of hair, it was like basically not styling it at all. 350, 400, and 450. Those are your 3 temperature options. It constantly says lock. And you guys, I'm not even like touching it. So that's the weird thing. It kept turning itself off. And I remember like skimming in the instructions and seeing something. Okay, let me read exactly what it says. If the machine is not operated within 3 seconds, the screen will be locked. What? Off again. What does 3 seconds mean? You guys, 3 seconds is not enough time to do anything. I feel like that's not enough time to like set the styler down and grab another section of hair before it's wanting to turn itself off again. That's what I'm saying is like, is this faulty? Because literally I feel like it locking up every 3 seconds or automatically powering off every 3 seconds is like diametrically opposed to their own instructions, which say start with a section of hair that is 2 inches wide and place hair between barrels. Hold the styler 3 to 5 seconds before releasing and sliding down. So once again, if you're not like just rapidly, I guess like waving it around or opening and closing it every 3 seconds, how could you possibly hold it like in place for 4 seconds or 5 seconds? So that's just like kind of weird. I don't know. I appreciate the functionality of like a styler that automatically turns itself off because, you know, we all have probably been there where you're like, did I unplug that thing? So I really appreciate like if it's inactive to turn itself off, but 3 seconds, that's too much. 3 seconds is too, 60 seconds is too wild. Maybe if you did like 5 minutes or something, I feel like that's really on the short side as well. This 1 layer of hair, which I feel like this is a lot of progress. 17 minutes is definitely not 5 minutes. Maybe I'm moving too slow, but I probably could have done it a lot quicker if it was not consistently turning itself off and locking up. All of those frustrations that I have just using it definitely kind of take away from how much I do love the look of this style, you know, which I feel like I honestly can't even subtract points from how much I like the style, because I mean, you may live somewhere, where's somewhere with like 0 to very little humidity? Is that like California, like LA? Do y'all have not a lot of humidity? I don't know. I haven't been there enough, unfortunately. Basically, you guys, what I'm gonna do is just finish styling this wig completely. I am gonna take a little lunch break, finish styling the wig completely, and then I'm gonna pop it back on. And then I'm gonna show you guys side-by-side clips, what it looked like before we started styling it versus what the completed style looks like. I feel like definitely there is more of a pattern here. I feel like I was being kind of silly at the beginning where I'm like, it looks disheveled already. Because I mean, to me, there is a difference between purposeful, disheveled look and just literally rolling out of bed. Like, because there's just disheveled straight out of a drawer, and there's disheveled with style. So I will see you guys after lunch, and I will see you guys once this wig is done. I'm gonna charge my phone. It's on like literally 2% battery, and I'm gonna come back and I will finish timing the rest of it, and then we'll add that time to 17 minutes, and we'll see how long it takes to style the entire wig. Oh my God, you guys, are y'all ready for the conclusion? So what a turn of opinion I've had since the last time I checked in with you guys, where I was so frustrated with this product. I thought it was a dud. I thought, surely I'm just never gonna use this again. And now here I sit, you guys, and my opinion has kind of changed. So first of all, I will say, in my opinion, it takes about the same amount of time as any other like waver, crimper, etc., etc. I did just keep starting and stopping the timer anytime I picked the tool back up and started using it after lunch. And we are at, you know, right about an hour it took me to do this entire wig. Mind you, this is like pretty short in comparison to my natural hair. So definitely if I was using this tool on myself, it would probably take a lot longer than that. But I don't know what magic happened, but literally after I checked in with you guys, I stopped having the problem, A, where my finger was consistently, or my wrist was consistently hitting the off button, and B, it stopped doing that lock function. Like, I don't know how or why. I feel like I wasn't holding the tool any differently. I feel like I wasn't clamping it down on the hair any differently. So maybe just like with all things, you kind of have to like get into a groove with it, or maybe it just has to, I don't know, kind of warm up or something. Like, I literally don't know, because I wasn't changing a single thing. Not how I was holding it, like nothing. But I stopped struggling with that problem like as soon as I was telling you guys what was going on. So I don't know. I love the style. I really do. I think particularly on this shorter length of hair, it adds a lot of volume. So maybe that's one of the good things about the actual like barrel, let's say, being so thick, is I feel like it kind of does like get right to the root of the hair and like give you quite a bit of lift and volume. That being said, I still just don't know how long this style would last on me. Like personally, I'm kind of thinking about like taking this wig out tonight, like when Dogman and I go for a walk, but I almost just feel like it's kind of silly to even try that, because it's been very foggy this morning, very humid all day, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow. So kind of like, I know that probably if I would have like sat here and put this hair in full ringlets, you know, like if you style your hair and then go out in like those kind of weather conditions, like that's not really any fault of the styler. Like whatever style you do, it's gonna not be existent anymore. I really do love the finished product. I did do a nice like 360 on the mannequin head so that you guys could kind of see like the full effect. To me, it is very subtle. I don't know exactly if I would call it disheveled, because it does look pretty neatly styled in my opinion. Like this does give off like the essence of someone who took like an hour to style their hair. At the end of the day, I do like it. I will use it again. So it's just kind of at the end of the day, what's the difference between this and another like, you know, 3-barrel kind of WAVER styler? I don't know if there's that much of a huge difference, but I can say this thing does really work. You just have to spend a little bit of time getting used to it. And if they ever like redesign this product like we've seen in the past, like this will be, you know, the first design, the first time they release this product. But if they release the new WAVER in the future, I definitely think they should get rid of whatever that lock feature is, because whatever it is, it just doesn't make any sense. And it is frustrating whenever it happens. But just comparatively between the first like 17 minutes I was using this styler to the last like 30-40 minutes, I only had it happen 2 other times versus like I don't even know how many times when I was doing it in the first 17 minutes. Like it felt like every strand of hair I was trying to new wave, it was either turning off or locking up. And I didn't know why. But hey, we got it done. And I kind of think the results are fabulous. But you guys have to let me know what y'all think. Do you think that it's worth it? Do you think that this style is vastly different than some other like wavers, curlers, and crimpers we've seen in the past? I definitely always, you know, praise like innovative styling utensils. I feel like we don't see as much of that, unfortunately, anymore. So I always give like an A+ for innovation. But I'm excited to see what you guys have to say in the comments down below, so let me know. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp family, and give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I'll be back again very, very soon. Bye!